Pass complete to number 15. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 13-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You figure down in the red zone, the play call that's going to come in, find the guy that's most susceptible. It's the guy that you think that you can beat. In this case, they tried to pick on the rookie, and he was actually up to the challenge.
Yes, he was. Solid job knocking that away. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Target. And go.
From the gun, Love. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Darnold, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gives it up. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way down to the 42. A terrific run there by Penny. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch out. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
On the run, it's Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And an alley to run. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble. from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch QB ready.
Throwing again. Love going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 24-yard touchdown. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Foxtrot.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And able to find Kirk complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Darnold now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Let's go.
Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Operating from the gun. Love. This is caught by Williams. And some room to roam now. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
At the Colts' 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Love. This will be caught at about the 6. The 3rd down run gets them nothing.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
53, check 53.
On 4th down, Love. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 48, Mike 48. This is warm up. Hey, Alpha. Check 48's the mic.
Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rashad Penny. 76 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set. Mike, smoke. Not today, you are. Not today. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Love. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Rashad Penny, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Penny. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Penny, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the